Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel. So in today's video I'll be sharing with us how I drafted this stylish gather dress pattern with basque underbust corset waistline. You would agree with me that this outfit is very beautiful, but these are my observations. First, whoever is making this outfit must be very busty and then very curvy as well. So without further ado, let's get started. It's your girl, a JB Fashion Style, and if you haven't subscribed, kindly hit the subscribe button. So to start with, I have my brown pattern paper already folded in two, and at the top I will be drawing my starting line. Okay, so I'll just rule a straight line across, and from there I will take all the other measurements. So from my starting line to my bust line is 10.5 inches. Usually I take 11 inches, but for this I decided to make use of 10.5 inches. Okay, so next to that point I'll be making now would be my under bust measurement, which is 14 inches. And then also I took a measurement for my waistline, which is 15.5. I also minused half an inch from it. And then I went further to take my hip measurement on my hip bone. Okay, so I'll rule a line across all the points I just made, and then I'll go ahead to label them. So I have my starting line, bust line, under bust line, waistline, and hip line. Okay, so to get my chest line, I usually go above my bust line by 2 inches to give me my chest line. So my chest line is usually 7.5 or 8, as the case may be. So next to that will be my neckline measurement. So for this outfit, I'm going with 3.5 inches width and 6 inches depth. Okay, please take note that this neckline pattern is a V neckline. I'll be connecting both points together now using my curve rule. Next to that will be my shoulder to shoulder measurement, which is 7.5 inches. I divided 15 inches by 2 to give me 7.5. And then I'm going down by 1 inch to get my shoulder slope, which I connected back into the neckline. So next to that, I'm going to be connecting that shoulder point now back into the chest line using my straight rule. Okay, so I'll just rule a straight line across into my chest line. So next, on my chest line, I will be taking my bust circumference measurement, which is 10 inches there. And so I made a point. To get my armhole depth, I'm simply getting the midpoint. I will also be going in by half of an inch, making a point there. So all 3 points I'll be connecting together using my curve rule. So this will give us our armhole curve. Okay, so if you have been watching my videos, you would have seen this a lot. Next to my chest line is my bust line. I also took my measurement of 10 inches. On my waistline, I'm taking my waist measurement of 8 inches and making a point there as well. And then also on my hip line, I'm taking my hip measurement of 10.5 inches and I also made a point there as well. So I went ahead to connect all the points together using my ruler. So on my underbust line, please take note, I'm going to be going up by 2.5 inches and I'll be making a point there. Okay, so ensure it is the underbust line, and then I'll be connecting it back to the side using my curve. So from the hip line, I also went up by 3 inches. I made a point there and I went in by 5 inches and I also made a point there. So these 2 points I'll be connecting together with my curve rule. And then on the side, I went up by 3 inches. Okay, and that point I will also be connecting it back to the other curve using my curve rule. And I went ahead to trim out my pattern. Okay, so this is the basic pattern for the front of the dress. So ensure you cut it out properly so you don't make a mistake. So here it is. I went ahead to open it up and this is what it looks like. So I would also be cutting around that basque line. So we'll have the top portion and then we'll also have that for the basque area. So this is the front portion. And from the top there, the shoulder, I'm getting the midpoint. I'm making a point there. And then on my bust line, I'm also going to get the midpoint. And I'll be ruling a straight line across it. I will also be cutting through this line, okay, and creating a 1 inch or 1.5 inch allowance at the middle. Ensure you do not cut it all through to the very top, okay? So leave out the top portion there. So if you are very busty, you could take as much as 2.5 inches allowance. But if you are a size 10, please ensure you take a 1.5 inch allowance. And after I was done cutting, you can see me placing my pattern on my fabric, okay, and holding with my pins. This I would be using to cut on my actual fabric. So at the bottom, ensure you leave out and ½ inch allowance. Okay, this will serve as our seam allowance. And then around the neck area, I also took ½ inch allowance. And on the side, I'm taking a 1.5 inch seam allowance. I didn't bother to add seam allowance to the armhole area. So I'll be cutting this out now, and I'll also be cutting the back area of our fabric for the front pattern. So this is the top portion, the corset portion, and then also the basque area around the waist. So for the back pattern, I have already drafted the basic lines and patterns for the back, which is the same as that of the front. So the difference is the neckline pattern and then also the zipper allowance for the back. Okay, so for the neckline, I took 3.5 inches width and 2 inches depth. So at the bottom there, I'm taking a 5 inches width measurement and 3 inches depth. Okay, so I'm simply making a point, and I'll be connecting the 2 points together with my curve rule. And then also on the side, I'm taking a 3 inches measurement as well, and I'll also be connecting the point back into the other curve on the other side. Okay, so it's the same with that of the front. And after I was done, I'm simply cutting out my pattern now. So be careful while cutting out your pattern so you do not cut around the areas you will be needing. So you can see me trimming it out nicely. And the next thing I'll be doing now is placing it on my actual fabric and cutting out my pattern. So I'm holding my pattern now on my actual fabric with my pins, and then I'm using my chalk to also create like half seam allowance around the neck area, the shoulder, and underneath as well. So on the side, I'll be leaving out a 1.5 inch seam allowance, okay? And just like I did on the front pattern, I didn't have to add seam allowance to the armhole area. So I would go ahead now to trim this out after I'm done tracing out my seam allowance area. So guys, this is what it is now. I have my back fabric, my front fabric, and also my lining piece cut out already. So this remaining fabric, I'm just going to show us how I drafted my sleeve. So I'm simply using my French curve now to create like a curve in form of an armhole. So ensure that the curve you're going to create is such that when measured, it will be more than 7.5 inches, which is our armhole measurement. Okay, so I flipped the curve over to the other side now, and I'm also drafting the curve. So I'll go ahead to cut this out after I'm done. Okay, so you can make it longer than this. It is because I know it will be enough for my sleeve. So if you're using your free hand, make it longer. Okay, so I have 4 pieces of fabric which I'd cut out, so this I'll be using for my sleeve. So guys, we'll be ending today's tutorial video here. In my next video, I'll be showing us how I join my fabric together. So thanks for watching.